proceed towards the actual Umrah in Mecca, inshaAllah, the first thing you need to do is tawaf. And tawaf requires complete tahara from major and minor impurities. That's why even if a person was performing tawaf around the Kaaba and he happened to lose or break wudu, they need to stop, step out, make wudu, and come back to perform tawaf. A tawaf is similar to namaz, similar to the prayer. It requires complete tahara. And that also answered the question about women during the menses. Even if you are in your menses, you still must assume the intention of ihram at the miqat, labbaika umratan or labbaika hajjan. It has nothing to do with the purity. But when you enter Mecca, you wait until the period is over, you perform ghusl, then now you can perform tawaf. Tawaf requires purity from minor and major impurities. And you must be in a state of tahara and having wudu. Tawaf simply is the second pillar for Umrah. And what do you do in tawaf? You begin your tawaf from the black stone corner and you make 7 rounds counterclockwise. By doing so, your tawaf is finished. This is a mandatory part of tawaf. Make certain not to skip a single footstep that can invalidate your tawaf. So from the black stone corner, you make 7 rounds and you end up at the black stone corner as well, brothers and sisters. Okay, some people rush and they leave before they finish. A few steps will invalidate the tawaf. This is the mandatory part. This is the second pillar for Umrah, and it will be also a pillar in Hajj. The question is, what are the relating nawafil, sunan, or recommended acts concerning tawaf? Count with me. Number 1, for men, uncover the right shoulder. Only in the first tawaf, which is known as the arrival tawaf. Uncover the right shoulder, not the left, not both of them. And uncovering the right shoulder, wearing the rida to cover only the left shoulder and uncover the right shoulder is mere recommended and only in this tawaf. Afterward, before tawaf and after tawaf, after you finish, wrap it up, put the rida properly, the towel on both shoulders. When you see some people doing sa'i or in the plane or outside the haram, uncovering the right shoulder, this is not proper, nor is it the sunnah. Only once you begin the very first tawaf, which is known as the arrival tawaf. Also, it is recommended for men to walk briskly in the first 3 rounds only of the arrival tawaf, which happens to be the tawaf I'm performing for Umrah. Okay? After we finish our tawaf, for men and women, it is recommended to pray 2 rak'ahs anywhere in the haram. When we read in the book, it says behind Maqam Ibrahim. Correct. But since the whole place is performing tawaf and tens of thousands of people are performing tawaf and the whole place, the whole floor is busy, it is not proper to interrupt people who are doing tawaf in order to pray your 2 rak'ahs. So step behind and find any room where you can pray 2 rak'ahs. You have a sutra in front of you. Praying the 2 rak'ahs is known as sunnah for tawaf. And again, when I say sunnah, it means it does not affect the validity of your Umrah or Hajj or even your Tawaf. Alright? While performing Tawaf, what kind of recitation or supplication to be recited? When you face the black stone corner, you point with the right hand, as if you're warming your hand before fire, and you say, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, and you perform Tawaf. You don't pause, you don't stand there to make dua and interrupt the tawaf of people. You just go with the flow, counterclockwise. Until you come to what is known as a Rukn al-Yamani, which is the corner that precedes the black stone corner. A Rukn al-Yamani because it points towards Yemen. A Rukn al-Yamani, it is recommended to touch it with your right hand. And if you fail to touch it because it is crowded, okay, then just skip it. You don't touch it, you don't point with the hand, you don't kiss your hand. You just skip it and you start going with the flow. And between Ar-Rukn al-Yamani and the black stone corner, you keep yourself busy reciting this prescribed dua. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ, which means our Lord grant us a goodly reward in this life and a goodly reward in the hereafter and protect us against the fire of hell. Beautiful. What about the rest of the tawaf? What do we recite? You recite any supplication or Quran, pray for yourself, pray for your loved ones, pray for your family members. All of that is recommended. But guess what? There is no specific dua, prayer or supplication for each round of tawaf or sa'i. After you finish your tawaf, you pray the 2 rak'ahs,